Y'all do see the luxurious, delicious face. Don't act like you don't, but let me go ahead and do this radio thing. 1, 2, 3. And now I go over the airwaves of the radios. The radios. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, Mr. and Mrs. America and all the ships at sea. It is exactly 8:03 Eastern Standard Time, 7:03 Central, and it is time for the sound of coffee. I'm trying to find a newer, sexy way to do that. Like, it's the sound of coffee. As you can tell, I'm a little bit under the weather, but I do what I do because I'm a grown adult, A, and B, I'm a professional. And professionals, hey, Michael Jordan had the flu once and still won a championship. So I will never put myself in the same realm as MJ, but it is what it is. My name is Thomas Bishop. I am known as the Villain. I am your host for this musical extravaganza. Well, not musical. It's like morning show extravaganza. I am drinking out of my Buddha cup. So I'm going to try to come in peace, but it doesn't mean I'm going to leave in pieces. This will be a short show. I got to be out of here at 9:45 because I have a trip to the doctor that I have to go do. I have an appointment this morning. This show is brought to you in part by Glitterwix. Go to glitterwix.com. Check out the hottest, freshest, newest scent on these candle streets. It is called Villainous. It is inspired by yours truly, Thomas the Villain Bishop. $18, glitterwix.com. And we will have another sponsor. Well, I won't call them sponsor, but they're brought to you. We have Miss Lisa. Well, her name is Solid Blue Sister. I'm the one that gets to call her that, but her name is Solid Blue Sister. She will have 2 shows here on GCPR. My Turn to Talk will be Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and Friendly Differences podcast on Saturdays. So, if you are in the chats, whether it's Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, I only have 3 requests and 1 is specific to TikTok. If you are in the chats, please like the live, share the live, and if you're over on TikTok, gift a panel. The panel would be me. I don't need the money. I just like the money. So, today's the day. We finally get a chance to see it. It's finna happen. We got the first woman of color to ever head a major party ticket in the United States. One Vice President Kamala Harris, who will be debating tonight against the 3-time Republican nominee, an all-around tuna fish sandwich being contained in a brain box himself, one Donald Trump. Exoplanet in the YouTube chats, good morning. Hey, wherever you are, at about 9:45 Eastern, 8:45 Central, I need you guys to just put up a thumb. Just put a thumb up. That way I know I need to end the show because, like I said, I got a doctor's appointment at 10. No one's cowboy. Trump 2024, your ass up out of here. You can't go. You can't get up out of here. Anybody trying to hear that? But the debate is tonight. The debate is tonight. And here at GCPR, we will be doing a pre-show before the debate, where we basically list what to expect and things of that nature. It's an all-star cast. It will be myself. It will be Jeff Kennedy. It will be Dr. Ben Dodd Arrow. It will be T. Nathan. And we might have one more guest on there, but we will be talking about can't agree to disagree. No, I'm sorry. No. Y'all have, listen, Conservatives screwed that up. Y'all messed that up. Agree to disagree. That shit's dead. Psst. That shit is dead. All right, we got Brandon Giles in the YouTube chat. Good morning. We got Chris Lotus in the YouTube chat. Good morning. Jay Thomas, the bright light of the Sound of Coffee crew. Good morning. We got Letitia Smith in the YouTube chat. Good morning. We got Candace Moody. Candace, you know, this is the second time you've done this. You've been in them chats over the YouTube chats. It's your second time. That means you know, if you show up here tomorrow, you're part of the crew. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm just telling you right now. I don't make the rules. It just happens. Good morning. But if conservatives wanted to agree to disagree, they wouldn't have acted like they did. How do you tell an entire population of the United States that because they believe in taking care of the collective as opposed to individuals, that somehow we want anarchy, socialism, whatever? And then you expect us to agree to disagree? Man, if you don't get the hell on, you can get your ass up out of here. You better go on someplace. And the part that, well, by the way, like I said, pre-show, we'll be on GCPR All-Star Cast. We're going to be talking about what to expect at the first presidential debate between Donald Trump and Kamala Harris. So GCPR is your place to be this evening. You get a chance to listen and see what we say about this. Anyway, but I need people to understand the right screwed that up. The right has screwed up any possibility of us just subscribe to the YouTube channel. Josh Jones, good morning. Thank you for the subscription. Here's the problem, and I'm going to tell you this right now. The right screwed that up. You know, everybody has some conservative ideals. Every person in America. I mean, of course, we don't want the government in our lives. That's liberal and conservative. Don't nobody want government all up in your shit. Nobody. But we also, oh snap, Howard Cruz in the YouTube chat. Good morning. But we also understand that the government isn't our enemy because it is our government. It belongs to us. The angriest IT nerd on the East Coast, my big mod, I'm his left hand, he's my right hand. Good morning. But we understand that. We don't want the government to control us, but we want the government to protect us. What do I mean by that? If my car is broken down, right? And you're a mechanic, and I take my car to you, and you say, hey, I can fix your car. It might cost a little bit, but I can fix your car. I said, okay. You know, can you go ahead and fix it? He's like, all right, I'll fix it. When I come back, I don't want you driving my car. Like, I don't want you to drive my car and get it licensed in your name and shit like that. No. I just wanted you to fix my car. You know what I mean? Sam Dugan in the YouTube chat. Good morning. But the problem is, if I got you driving my car when all I wanted you to do was fix it, we're going to have a problem. We're going to have a real problem. But if I pay you and you fix my car, then that's all I needed you to do. That is what our government represents. Chaos King in the YouTube chat, good morning. But for so long, people have had this misconception that liberals want the government to take care of them. No. We want them to do what we pay them to do. We want them to do what we elected them to do. Protect us protect us, protect us, keep our freedoms, meaning all that shit that's in the Bill of Rights, make sure we can do that. All that, that's all us, B. All of that, that's all us, B. Right? And finally, and most importantly, keep the money that we give you should go to taking care of, what the hell? It's funny how F your feelings crowd now wants some kind of compromise on things. Border Jumper over in the YouTube chats, exactly. We paid you. We pay you every year with taxes. We don't want a damn military flyover for those taxes. We want you to make damn sure that pharmaceutical companies can't screw us. We want you to make damn sure that medical insurance companies don't break us financially. We want you to make damn sure that the water we drink is drinkable, the food we eat is edible, the air we breathe is clean. Sounds like a good payoff, right? Now again, everybody America-wide has some conservative values. You want to know the first one, the biggest one, the one that every single one of us have? Stay out my shit. Stay out my shit. Stay out of my shit. If I'm a gay man and I love me some other men, it ain't none of your business. I'm going to go home with a man. Stay out of my business. I'm a woman. I'm between the ages of 21 and 38, 39. I want to be single, but I also want to have a healthy sex life. And that includes taking my ass into a Planned Parenthood, getting an IUD, getting a ring. Then I can go out and do whatever I want to. And if it just so happens that that results in, a pregnancy, I get to also go and take care of that. Stay out my business. Stay out my business. I'm a black man in America. I'm a black man in America. I have a family that I love dearly. And with that family, I have to protect them. So if I decide to protect them by going out and giving myself a couple of handguns, and I know where they are, I'm going to lock them up. Stay out of my business. Stay out of my business. The people on the left believe in personal responsibility. We do. We do. The misconception has always been that the left just wants somebody to take care of them. That has never been the damn case. That has never been the case. We don't want the government to take care of us. We want what we paid into. We want what we paid into. Meaning, I give you $100 for this company. This company makes $1 million. I invested $100 in your company. You better not run with my damn money. Because your bitch ass didn't have nothing when you started. You asked 5 dudes for $100. So you had $500. Those 5 guys became your damn investors. So you make $1 million. You better break bread with your 5 investors. Each one gave you 20% of $500, which is $100. Right? You make $1 million. Each of them should get 20% of that $1 million. Break off my bread. We pay taxes every single year to the federal and the state government. Break us off some of that government everything. I should not have to ever drive on a road and worry about my axle in my truck breaking after I just paid money to the state to fix the damn roads. Why the roads screwed up? What's going on? Why are the roads screwed up? I paid you to fix them. I should be able to go right up to the state house. I should be able to go and get an Uber to the state house because, you know, my axle on my truck's broken. Bad man just shut up. Over in the YouTube chat, he says, not everyone pays taxes though. Exactly. The people you want us to coddle their nuts don't pay taxes. And then they brag about it. GE ain't paying no taxes. And here's the thing. We always go down when it comes to who is not paying taxes. We always go to the bottom rung. The people on government assistance, homeless, whatever, they're not paying their fair share. Let me tell you something. If a homeless man who made exactly $1,000 in an entire year doesn't pay taxes on that $1,000, I can live with it. But if you are a multi-billion-dollar multinational corporation and you make 10 billion with a B, billion dollars, and you don't pay taxes, there's going to be some misunderstandings and some furniture moving. Because that homeless man's $1,000 he made in a year, he might only pay $100 in taxes. The multi-billion-dollar multinational corporation that made $10 billion, like dead ass. Which one is going to affect you more? That homeless man's $100 or that multi-billion-dollar corporation's $100 million? But again, if my car breaks down on some roads that ain't fixed because I paid taxes and your bitch ass didn't get it done, I should get an Uber straight to the governor's mansion. I should be like, yo son, what's up on my, why is my truck currently sitting in the shop because the damn axle was broke on them roads you ain't fixed because I just paid money into it. Get your ass out there. Hey, governor, hey, get your ass out there. Go fix my shit. Like I said, there are some conservative ideals even in the strongest leftist possible. We just simply believe there is a better way to achieve these things other than freaking fascism. People run around being scared. Oh my God, I'm scared of the word socialism. Why? Why? Think of socialism like this. It's a partnership. Business, government, people. It's a partnership. It's an investment. Government gets no taxes if people don't work. People can't work if there is no business. Business can't operate if government doesn't let them. There you go. It's a partnership. And in that partnership, everybody within it should be taken care of. Everyone. That means businesses should not be crippled to the point where they're not making any money. We'll give you that. The government should not be starved to death as to not be functional enough to take care of business and the people. Okay, we'll give you that. And the people should be, their quality of life should be taken into account in every decision. Okay, I'll give you that one. But there is, they have the money and the guns or the drone. Who's going to stop? Hey, Azteca, why don't you just Azteca your ass up out of here? That sounds stupid. It's the most dumb thing I've heard this morning. But again, when one side of that triangle becomes greedy, you get what we have now. Let me explain to you, Azteca. No, hey, Angry, don't let him leave. Don't let him leave. I'm going to explain to you why. You trust two of those three. Yeah, I do. Because it's my shit. It's my shit. The government operates because I pay taxes into it. You don't trust it because for so long, you just threw money and just said, oh, government better do something. I want my freedoms. Y'all was so worried about your freedoms. Oh my God, my freedoms, my liberty. Instead of keeping your damn eye on the ball. Instead of doing your side of your job. You lazy bastards. You had a job. You got a partner. You got two partners. You're supposed to keep account on all of them. Business is a partner. Why is business trying to get more deregulations? That is fact-based, simple ass. When business was like, hey, we can't operate with this regulation on water. And the government said, okay, we'll take it away. Where was the people? Where were y'all at? Like, hey, whoa. You gonna take the regulations off of water? You mean the shit I gotta drink? Nah. Verify my ass. Verify my ass. The American populace is apathetic and lazy. I have said this before. This isn't new words here, kids. This is what I have said all along. Hey, dumbass. Azteca, I'm going to answer this question and then you can get your ass up out of here. Think about that. Think about what you just said. How those regulations help the people in Flint, Michigan. It's like he walked into the damn point and then it just put his meat in his face and then he just walked away like, I don't even know what happened. That's the point. That is the point. Azteca, here's the best insult I'm going to throw at you. Get the out. Angry. Azteca would like to be sent to shown to the door, please. Thank you. Understand something, ladies and gentlemen. I am literally not going to allow the American population to sit and act like they did not have a hand in why we are where we are today. When all you gave a shit about was your shit, this is why we got where we are today. You can miss me with the bullshit. Like, miss me with the bullshit. No, Batman, listen to me. Listen to me, Batman. It was regulated. That was actually matters because that's just them making more money. That's the point. That is the point. They literally asked for these things. They asked for these things and none of us said no. None of us said no. I want to ask y'all a question. Football season started, right? Right? What is this past Saturday, Sunday, whatever? Okay. You got a favorite team, don't you? Yeah, you do. Yep. You got your favorite team. How many yards did your running back get this past weekend? I just want you to think about it. Just want you to think about it. How many yards did your running back get this past weekend? Your favorite team's running. How many yards did your quarterback throw for? How many receiving yards did your top wide receiver get this past weekend? If you can remember that shit, how come your ass don't remember what regulations are being deregulated that's allowing businesses to make more money and the government let them do it? It's because y'all asses will remember what you want to remember. The American, there's the secret. That's why the right wing went as far as they did. That's why Democrats kept trying to get back to a middle that no longer existed. Because the American people did not do their damn job. The American people did not do their damn job. See, I don't do apathy over here. I don't. I swear I do not. I don't do apathy over here. I hold everybody in a situation accountable. If there is a victim, that one, nah. But I will tell you the crime. I will tell you the perpetrator of the crime. I will talk about the victims. But in a situation like this where, and again, take the word socialism out of it because I know it gives some of y'all the heebie freaking jeebies. There was a partnership between business, the government, and the people. And while business got greedy, the American people got apathetic and lazy. There, I said it. That's going to hurt some of y'all feelings. And this morning, I don't give a shit. I'm being dead ass. The reason we're in the situation we're in right now is because some of y'all did not do your damn job. You didn't. Instead of, you knew all the scores from your favorite team, but you did not know that here's a news article about, oh, this government regulation is now gone. How many of y'all read the tax cut bill from both George W. and Donald Trump? Rising Demon Wolfpack is a morning show. I don't normally have guests. But if you want to, if I ever see you live or whatever, you know what I mean? I will make a way for you to get in, I promise. But this is my problem. The American people know what they want to know. They see what they want to see. They'll tell you in a heartbeat, government's bad. Government's the bad guy. Ask them why. Well, they take our money. Well, that's how you make something run. It's called a government. They govern. Well, I don't see anything. They take it out of my paycheck and I don't see anything for it. Did you drive here? Yes. Was the roads good? Yeah, the roads were great. Do y'all understand? We have an entire highway system. Highway system. It is maintained by the states, but it was the federal government under the Eisenhower administration that said that we needed it. Our government isn't dysfunctional. Our government is acting with no oversight from the people. When I tell y'all every single election matters, a lot of y'all don't even believe me. Excuse me for a moment. Mm. You know it's true. Argue with your mama, don't argue with me. You know I'm telling the truth. We were supposed to be the guardrail from letting the government go crazy. We're never at the table, and we don't demand to be. Some of y'all have such a misconception about unions. Y'all think unions are the bad guys. How did we get here? Apathy. 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 How many of y'all say shit like burger flippers don't deserve $15 an hour? How many of y'all will a lot of y'all say this shit. A lot of y'all say this shit. These fast food jobs are beginner jobs. In other words, you, a working class person, is kicking other working class people. And what do you think business sees when you say that shit? What do you think business hears when you say that shit? We can abuse these people as much as possible. We can work them as long as we want to. We can pay them absolutely nothing because there's not going to be any sort of an outcry when these people say, I can't afford to work. I can't afford to live on these wages. Y'all will be the same simple-minded ass MFers that will fight against unions for those same burger flippers. There is no working class solidarity. Far too many people have mythologized and loved on the Gilded Age business class. There are people that were in unions in the past that hate all of you. From beyond the ether, they can't stand you. You have let corporate bullshit get into your head and made you believe that the person flipping a burger is not doing a real job. But none of you have been able to answer the question that I always ask perpetually. Does Jeff Bezos work as hard as a coal miner? For the record, the answer is no. But the follow-up to that is, so why do you worship him? Why in the hell do you worship Elon Musk? Has Elon Musk cured cancer? Has Elon Musk brought peace to a world, part of the world that's at war? If you want to stay with business, let's just stay with business. We're going to stay with business. We're going to stay with business. What has he ever invented? What has Elon Musk ever invented? Nothing. Nothing. I know that hurts your feelings. Not a damn thing. Yet for some reason, so many of you broke ass working class stiffs look up to that son of a bitch. You got to get your ass up in the morning to drive a truck or drive to a cubicle or work out in the heat on a cable line. You got to go on a roof for roofing. You got to put in pipes. You're going to break and bust your knuckles. And your dumb ass is up here worshiping a guy who's so rich he can't afford to get a tan, who is telling you to your face, you ain't shit. The American populace is apathetic. And that is our biggest problem. It is not that government is corrupt, it's our government. Do y'all understand? The federal government is ours. The state government is ours. Your city government it belongs to us. It belongs to us. All that shit. It's all us, B. All of us. So if the government is corrupt, it ain't shit. What does that say about us? Whoa! 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 Didn't think about that, did you? Oh my God, that never occurred to me because you're apathetic. You genuinely believe that if you work your entire life off, work yourself literally damn near to death, that the Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Warren Buffett crowd will notice you. They don't give a about you. They don't. They don't. You worship business class. You shit on a government that belongs to you. And then you shit on the people at work as well. Let me help you understand something. If you get your ass up in the morning and go someplace to earn a wage, you are working class. Let's get that distinction out of the damn way. You get your ass up and you go someplace to work and they told you how much you gonna make per hour, your punk ass is working class. You are never gonna be rich. Tell you right now. Ask your daddy, ask your granddaddy, ask your mama, ask your grandmama how hard they had to work just to get to where they are right now. And if they tell you how hard they worked, if they tell you this, and your dumb ass still out here worshiping these some bitches, you should be ashamed of yourself. You should be. And that is a problem. That is a problem. Y'all have forgotten how this works. When you see somebody on government assistance, you should say, okay. Because at some point, that person worked their ass off. Now they found themselves in a situation where they need government assistance. Y'all always talk about it's a handout. No, it is a handout. Nobody is celebrating being on government assistance. No one. It is a means to an end. It is a means to an end. If I break my leg and I'm having a crutch, you can't tell me I'm looking for a handout. Man, I broke my damn leg. I can't walk. It's a crutch. I need this crutch because my leg's broken. Until my leg can heal, I'm going to need some help walking. Nobody says, girl, my whole dream was to be on government assistance. Ain't nobody said that shit. Ain't nobody said that shit. But again, you thought that. And who taught you that shit? Who was it that taught you that being on government assistance was bad? Who was it that taught you that the government is evil? Remember what Ronald Reagan said, the 8 most dangerous words in the English language? I'm from the government, I'm here to help. Do y'all think that when a hurricane hits your damn city? Whole town gone. Devastation as far as the eye can see. Do y'all see FEMA and then go, the 8 most dangerous words in the English language are, I'm from the government, I'm here to help. Don't you gonna need to help now? Don't you need to help now? Is that not what it's supposed to do? That's the point. Business is supposed to kick in. Government is supposed to kick in. Because out of this partnership, without the people, the government doesn't get any money. And businesses fail because there's nobody there to work. Boom. Boom. Message. Explain that to me. None of that Reagan shit comes up when a hurricane happens. None of that bullshit that Reagan said comes up when a tornado tears your town apart. None of that shit matters when there's a terrorist attack in your city. When there's a mass shooting. When there's a virus outbreak. You out here coughing, blood pouring out your mouth because of a disease. Here comes the federal government and says, hey, we know what you have. We know what you have. We have some medicine that literally can fix this. Your dumb ass damn near dying. The 8 most dangerous words in the English language. I'm from the government. I'm here to help. I notice your punk ass don't do that. Eight most dangerous words in the English language. I'm from the government. I'm here to help. That's your job. There's the 3 most empowering words in the English language. Looking at government saying, that's your job. What the hell you supposed to do? Here's some shit you ain't supposed to do. Tell me where I can sleep and who I can sleep with. Tell me where I can go and where I can't go. Hey, sundown town should be illegal. There's a sundown town, then y'all better put the sun back up. I'm staying. The hell you talking about? I'm an American. I'm a grown-ass American man. I go wherever I want. We don't like your kind in here. Wait till I bring 20 more. Don't tell me where I can't go. I get it. Military base, you're right. Government facility, can't go on there with my Second Amendment. Can't go on there tripping and all that. I get it. But you gonna tell me there's a town I can't go to? It's a sundown town? I don't give a sundown from there. I don't give a shit. I pay taxes in this country. If the road is straight, I go wherever I want. And if I do find a town called a sundown town, that's I just drove to. If some bitches told me I had to leave before sundown because I have melanin in my skin. And you said it was Whitesville, Georgia? Yeah. Oh, don't worry about it. We'll handle it. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You can't tell me where I can't go. Here's one for you. Here's one for you gun humpers. If your Second Amendment harms more than 10 people, the government should tell you, yeah, you can't have it. Because guess what? The government's us. I don't like the idea of sending my grandkids to school not knowing whether or not I'll see them again. And if I'm worried about my grandkids every time they leave to go to school, I'm not a real good worker, am I? Not really focusing on work. Hey, Mr. Bishop, we've noticed that your production's gone down a little bit. Yeah, because I'm worried about my child being unalived by a mass shooter, or my grandchild being unalived by a mass shooter. Yep, I think we should do something about that. Hello, government. This is Business Inc. You guys gonna do anything about that mass shooting thing going on in schools? Oh, we'll get right on that. It's called a triangle. If one side of the triangle is failing, then all you have is an arch. That's all you got. That's all you got. You got an arch. What are we doing right now? But so many of you Americans believe the bullshit, and then you just passed it off as normal. Ever since Reagan said that bullshit, government has become more and more intrusive in places it does not belong. It has become less stringent and regulated on places it does belong. And the second part of that partnership, which is business, has managed to just lose their shit. Lose their shit. And unfortunately, us, the people, I like saying that the way Bane says it. The people. We ain't do our damn job. How the hell you gonna be lazy and then get mad when stuff don't change? Where they do that at? How you mad? How are you mad when you didn't do your end of the damn job, didn't hold anybody accountable or responsible? No one. But you upset that the shit don't work right. Where they do that at? But like dead ass, explain that to me. Where did they do that at? We didn't do our job. We just expected the federal government to fix it. When the federal government started becoming too intrusive, no one stood up. But a lot of people went and grabbed their Second Amendments. That's not the freedoms your ass needs to be worried about, because I've explained the situation more than once. Nobody's coming after Grandpappy's bullshit ass pew-pew. But they will come for your water. They will not fix your roads. They will not raise the minimum wage to keep up with the cost of living. All the things you probably need to be more concerned about. But you aren't. You are sucking off the business class as if they give a shit. They don't. And you are getting mad. You are getting mad at people who are also in the working class. No working class solidarity whatsoever. The new thing is, hey, we gonna hate on brown people coming across the border stealing stuff. As if immigrants and migrants have not been coming here forever. They're part of the ecosystem, kids. It ain't even about doing jobs. It's not even about doing jobs Americans don't or won't do. It's about the fact that they're there because the business class wants more money. I want y'all to listen to me and hear me. I'm gonna tell you, just want you to listen. If you think that business is going to somehow do something about immigration or illegals, as you guys call them, if you think they're not influencing government to do not a damn thing about the illegal problem, if you don't know that, you're an idiot. You're a damn idiot. Who do you think is influencing these assholes? Trump can sit up there and tell you. Oh my God, I'm going to do something about the illegals. We're going to kick them all out. He ain't. He won't. And do you know why? For the same reason they're here in the first place. Because business owners and corporations are going to make that money. And since your dumb ass ain't going to do nothing but worship them, they're going to do it right in your damn face. They're going to do it in your face. And ain't shit you going to do about it. Nothing. You're going to do nothing. You're going to sit there. You're going to watch it happen. You're going to blame the illegals as if they had any damn thing to do with this. You're going to ignore the corporations. You're going to shit on your own government, the one you own, and nothing will change. But if you embraced those immigrants, brought them in, made them part of a union, if you told the federal government that since we know why these people are here, and it's the fault of business, once again, our partner that is not being held accountable for their actions, maybe you should. Maybe instead of hitting them with a fine of 6 figures, you hit them with a fine of 9. Bet you don't stop. Bet you don't stop. Batman, let me help you understand something. You might think that these politicians are paid actors, but here's the problem. Here's the problem. Why are you not checking them? I mean, I want you to truly understand that. Everybody continues to act as though politicians somehow just hatch out of an egg and people just elect them. I told y'all I was not going to vote for Biden. Hold on, let me reset the show. All right, we got 45 more minutes after I reset this show before I got to get up out of here and take my black ass to the doctor's office. But this is the Sound of Coffee on GCPR, Ghost Claw Productions Radio, GCPR.live. It's streaming on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok. My name is Thomas Bishop. I'm known as The Villain. This show is brought to you in part by Glitterwix. Go to glitterwix.com. Check out the hottest, freshest, newest scent on these candle streets. It is called Villainous. It is inspired by yours truly, Thomas the Villain Bishop. $18. Glitterwix.com. Glitterwix, the official candle of Ghost Claw Productions Radio. Here's my problem with the American populace thinking that politicians are this or politicians are that. It's your fault. Again, this all goes back to the apathy of the American population. This is our fault. I want you to think about this for just a second. You have a child that you love with everything in you. You love this kid. Your life did not begin until you got this child. You spend months, in the first months and years of this child's life, you're nurturing this child, you're feeding the child, you're reading to this child. All the little the little milestones like the walking and the talking, the first words and things. You love this child so very much. It's time for this child to go to preschool. And on the very first day, you walk in and Marjorie Taylor Greene is your child's preschool teacher. How fast would you get that kid up out of there? The silence isn't for me. What do you mean I'm wrong on so many levels? Hey, you're still voting for Trump? You can still vote your ass up out of here. Angry, still voting for Trump, would like to be shown the door, please. Thank you. You walk in. And Marjorie Taylor Greene is your child's preschool teacher. She's in there saying some old goofy ass shit. She is writing on the board some old goofy ass shit. She is literally blaming Dr. Fauci for the reason the kids can't hang their coats up in the coat rack. She is talking about her Twitter ban. Are you leaving? Are you leaving? Or are you going to leave your kid there with that crazy bitch? And then when that child comes home weird, you're like, what happened? I didn't know. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Past this prologue. You know who you're voting for, or you should. Or you should. That's the problem. Lauren Boebert did not come out of the ether. The citizens of her district in Colorado knew how crazy that bitch was. They elected her anyway. What was the rationale and reasoning? Abortion. Gays. Broad-based boilerplate bullshit. It was the triple B. Broad-based, well, it was the quadruple B. Broad-based boilerplate bullshit. Broad-based boilerplate bullshit. And they fell for it. Because all you have to do for certain people is say the quadruple B. Broad-based boilerplate bullshit. That's all you have to do. That's it. That is it. I could run as a Republican today. Today. I could take all the fingernail polish off my my nails. I could take my earrings off. I could go out and take my pickup truck and drive it through all the mud I could possibly get my hands on. I get a cowboy hat, I get a tight ass shirt, maybe a tight ass Trump shirt, whatever. Put on some shit kickers and some tight ass jeans, so tight I castrate myself. And all I gotta say is this: watch. I am now running as a Republican congressman for Congress. Watch this. Here in America, we believe in freedom and liberty for everybody. And the Democrats keep trying to take our freedoms and liberties. I will tell you, I'll make sure that you're able to read your Bible in school, because I carry my Bible with me. Hold on, let me get a book. I carry my Bible with me. This Bible was passed down from my granddaddy, from his granddaddy, down to my daddy, and down to me. I carry my Bible wherever I go, because I want people to know that I carry Jesus and the American freedoms with me. The Democrats are trying to make your children gay, and have them in the bathrooms with the transgendered. I will not have your children in the bathroom with the transgenders. You know, I believe highly in the Second Amendment. Me, my wife, my two sons, Colt, my other son, Glock, and my third son, Shotgun. All four of us like to go out hunting and fishing and shooting. And sometimes we even shoot the fish. But I'll tell you right now, in America, the Second Amendment is what keeps us free. Vote for me. I'd win. I just keep saying that shit. Mark Robinson, the Republican nominee for governor of North Carolina, has frequented adult bookstores while eating an entire pizza pie in one of the booths. Now, none of that shit I said was to shame him. None of it. Bruh, if you want to go into an adult bookstore and eat an entire pizza in one of the booths, do you, boo? Do you? But that's not the person Mark Robinson purports himself to be. Mark Robinson purports himself to be the person that says black folks owe reparations. Some folks need killing. Women have abortions because they loose. Jesus is the reason for the season. Could you imagine how much more people would have actually supported this man if he said, hey, listen, I just want to be governor because I need the job. I like corn, TikTok language. I like corn. I like going to adult bookstores that show corn with an entire Domino's pepperoni and sausage pizza. Extra large, of course. And I like to eat pizza while I watch corn. Vote for me. I like pizza and corn. Watch this. I'm gonna run I'm a John Fetterman this. Watch. Because John Fetterman and Kristen Sinema are an example of the other side of this shit. Hi, I believe in taking care of the planet. I think climate change really should be dealt with. Black lives matter, and all lives can't matter until black lives matter. I believe in woman power. I believe Still I Rise. I have read all of Maya Angelou and Toni Morrison, and sometimes I get them mixed up. I don't know which one is which because I really don't know black women as well as I thought I did. Anyway, I believe in trans rights. I believe that trans have rights to ride trains to Transylvania. Vote for me. Peace, love, and happiness. Free Palestine. And then you vote for them. And then that corporate money hit. All of a sudden, they don't give a damn about none of that shit. I don't give a damn about none of that shit. About none of that shit. I don't give a damn about none of that shit. About none of that shit. When John Fetterman could have just came up and said, hey, I'm running against Dr. Oz. He's a jackass. And, I mean, do you really want him as a senator? I mean, look at him and look at me. I'm a hulking, towering figure, and I wear, sweatshirts and shit. But I'm really not as progressive as you think I am. In fact, I only talk that shit because I know the Birkenstock crowd will come. All the people who give themselves ally medals, they just love me. So I'll just keep saying this progressive shit, but let me tell you something. When that corporate money hits, I don't give a damn about none of y'all. I'll burn this damn planet just to keep myself warm. I will progress that money into my pocket, and then I will progress my way to vote against whatever the hell it is that you're talking about. Because I just don't give a shit. You're welcome. How many people would have voted for Fetterman then? Kristen Sinema's like, I'm bisexual, vote for me. If she had said, I'm bisexual, I'm a F up both men and women's pockets, I bet your ass wouldn't have voted for it then. Yes, Negril, we are watching the debate tonight. If Kristen Sinema came out and said, I am bisexual, my plan is to screw over both men and women, because I don't give a damn about none of that shit. I care about my pockets. That's about it, baby. Vote for me. How many people in Arizona would have voted for that goofy broad? How many? Argue with your mama, don't argue with me. Somebody tell me I'm wrong. Somebody tell me I'm wrong. But it's the apathy of the American populace that allowed these people to do this shit. It's on both sides of the aisle, don't get me wrong. I want you to understand something. Bill Clinton brought in a new way for the Democratic Party. That new Democratic shit. Do you know what the new Democratic ideal is? Act like the Republicans, just don't be as insulting about it. That's where the idea of centrism lies. Compared to Bill Clinton's new Democratic mindset, FDR is a communist. Eugene V. Debs is just basically a monster in their eyes. Keep moving to the center. 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 Which is fine, except the Republicans keep moving the center. They keep going further and further right, and the Democrats keep trying to get to the new center, wherever the hell it is. And the American people just don't say shit. Understand, when Obama came on the scene, I was excited. I'm not gonna lie. It's like, wow, this black man is close to the, But never once did I think he was the progressive change. He's a centrist Democrat. He was raised under the light of Bill Clinton's bullshit. Joe Biden, raised under the light of Bill Clinton's bullshit. Nancy Pelosi, raised under the light of Bill Clinton's bullshit. Chuck Schumer, raised under the light of Bill Clinton's bullshit. Joseph Lieberman, raised under the light of Bill Clinton's bullshit. All of these are centrist Democrats. I want you to think about that. Why does AOC stand out so much? Why does Ilhan Omar stand out so much? Rashida Tlaib stands out so much. Ayanna Pressley stands out so much. Why do you think they went so hard at Jamal Bowman and Cori Bush? Because those are true, liberal, progressive Democrats. They offer a stark contrast to the Republicans. They do. Yo, we don't look like him. Y'all see the crazy shit these people want? Now. You got Republicans still screaming about the Green New Deal. A bill that never even got out of committee. Never happened. These same jackasses scream about defund the police. which has never, I'll take that back. There is a couple of cities that actually maybe didn't defund them. They did what I said, which is reallocate police funding. I noticed that never caught on. Curses, oil again. Reallocate police funding. Somehow it is liberal to say maybe cops shouldn't have a battle ram or an MRAP, and they should have more mental health people that go out with police officers in case there is a situation involving a person having a mental breakdown so that they don't end up in the upper effing room. Ooh, that's too radical. The New Democrats won't do it. Ooh, it's too radical. I mean, somebody stop me when I'm telling a lie. That is exactly why my biggest issue is with the people. Because at the end of the day, you are looking at government like it's your enemy. No, it belongs to you. It's either the sweetest dog you've ever had in your life, and that dog takes care of you when you're sick or brightens your life up when you're sad, or it's a rabid pit bull that's biting everyone. It's still your government. And I keep telling people, they work for us. They work for us. The populace is so apathetic. Some of y'all are so uneducated about what government is supposed to do that it makes it easy for business to get away with the shit that it does. How many times have y'all heard that Joe Biden canceled the Keystone XL pipeline? Let me use that as an example. Let's talk about the Keystone XL pipeline. Does anybody know what tar sand oil is? Look it up. So there's tar sand oil in Canada. You cannot use tar sand oil in your car. You can't. You cannot use tar sand oil in your vehicle. It's shit. It is dog shit oil. But do you know who can use tar sand oil? China. So Canada pumps tar sand oil through the Keystone pipeline, and it goes to the Gulf of Mexico, where Chinese ships are waiting to get it pumped into them and take it to China. Sounds like a good idea, doesn't it? Yeah, and it does. That's okay. The XL part of the Keystone XL pipeline was to expand the Keystone pipeline that already exists. Not to put in a new pipeline, just to expand the one that is already there. The Supreme Court canceled the Keystone XL part, the Keystone XL pipeline. Not Biden, not Harris, not AOC, not Rashida Tlaib, not Nancy Pelosi, not Chuck Schumer. The son of a bitch is in with the robes on, the Supreme Court. But dumbasses still don't understand that. They think if we had the Keystone XL pipeline, gas prices would be so cheap, little children would be playing it dancing in the oil. Then you bring up tar sand, and then they go, what? Huh? What is that? They don't even know. Apathy. And right, Kat, It was on tribal federal land already leaking contaminated water. It was leaking. You know, it was making people sick. And business was trying to get away with it. Because our partner, the government, wasn't smacking a damn hand. The hell you doing? But since the people didn't give a shit, certain people did. A lot of people did. But the majority of Americans didn't. Apathy. But I guarantee you, they can tell you all the stats on their favorite basketball team. Americans care when they want to. Then they get mad when shit don't change. I remember, I've told this story before. I was working brigade, new soldiers show up. Some of them from AIT, some of them are from other units, stuff like that. I look at all these new young soldiers, and I'm a staff sergeant, so they have to stand at parade rest and stuff. It's kind of cool. But I told them, I said, all right, gentlemen, you are on your way to your new units. If in 6 months you tell me the unit sucks, or I see you saying that the unit sucks, I'm going to have a problem with you. Because the unit is only as good as you make it. Your company is only as good as you make it. If your company is shit and you're not doing something to make it better, it is your fault. Yes, Staff Sergeant. Yes, Staff Sergeant. Same thing. How many of y'all vote every election? Not just the presidential, every election. Because 2 years after the presidential election, it's an off-presidential year election for Congress and the Senate, for some of your local state houses, the governor's mansions and stuff like that, right? How many of y'all voted every one of them? There's a lot of people that'll say, oh yeah, I voted every one of them. I voted every one of them. Oh, watch this. I'm about to bust y'all in the ass now. I'm about to bust your ass open. How many of you know every policy initiative that your congressperson, your senator, your governor, anybody that's running for these offices have? Do you know the policies that they want to put in place? Some of y'all are voting Republican because you just voting Republican. You don't give a shit. You'll make some vague conversation about taxes, but in reality, you're just voting Republican because you can vote Republican. That's it. That's all. That's it. The end. Nothing else. Some of y'all are voting Democrat for the same reason. When we have debates like what's going on tonight between Trump and Harris, you already know their resume. This debate is basically for the American people to see these two people who want to hold the highest office in the land. They want to see how presidential they are. Remember, when presidential debates first started being broadcast, it was Kennedy, Nixon. They said people, because it was broadcast on television and on the radio, they said people who saw the debate absolutely thought Kennedy won because Nixon was sweating. He looked like he was stuttering. He did not look very confident. But then they said people who heard the election thought Nixon won because Kennedy was stuttering and that Kennedy didn't sound very presidential. That is all this is for. Same reason. By now, you should know exactly who you're voting for and why. Some of you don't. Some of you don't. Some of you are only voting for Trump because you have every insulting, disgusting, sexist, and racist thing to say about Kamala Harris. That's it. And to you people, you are the lowest of the low apathy people. The lowest. Every time you open your mouth, you're scraping it on the bottom of the barrel. Some of you should have already known this. Some of you are only voting for Vice President Harris, maybe because she's a woman, maybe because she's black. But again, you should know more than that. I knew Obama was black. The idea of the first black president, yes, was very exciting, but I also knew he was going to be a centrist Democrat. I had no other expectations. None. Not a single one. It wasn't like I walked in and said, oh my God, we got a black president. He's just going, oh, he's going to make everything great. No. He's a centrist Democrat. Kamala Harris is a couple of years older than me, but she's a centrist Democrat. And again, I had to go and remind y'all of this. These people work for us. Y'all ask some of y'all around here putting shit on your body, putting shit on your face, doing a bunch of dumb shit for an employee. The employee of the month. Y'all dumbasses out here tripping. Losing your shit for an employee. I've heard of employee of the month, but when you start putting pictures of Donald Trump on your body, something's wrong with you. Something's really wrong with you. Like, what? Why? What the hell is wrong with you? I wish like hell we had some far left in this country. I wish with everything in me we had some far left in this damn country. We don't. Let me say it one more time. We don't. What far left do we have in this country? What far left? Hey, I want to raise the taxes on companies like GE and Amazon. Then I want to take that money and I want to take care of like buying acres of land and building tiny homes for veterans who are homeless. That's radical. How? How is that radical? That's radical. Making a company that makes their damn profits here in America actually do something to help the men and women who are sleeping on the streets after years of defending the rights of these bastards to make this money? I asked for free breakfast, free lunch for every student in the state of Minnesota. Let's deal with that first one. Just logistical, okay? Just logistical. If a visiting team, whether it's women's basketball, women's volleyball, whatever, if they come in and they have to use a bathroom, but the other locker room or whatever is for the home team, and they have to use the boys' bathroom, which I'm pretty sure they'll guard it off. Don't you think they deserve to have, tampons and stuff? But even more than that, trans men and trans boys exist. I won't even say trans men and trans boys. I won't say that. I won't even say that. I will say that it's not as big of a deal as people made it out to be. Because all you people that think Tampon Tim is funny, why don't you look at what else they use tampons for? The same reason they would have kitty litter in schools. And no, it's not for the furries. But it does have something to do with America's obsessions with the pew pew. But let's deal with that second one. sometimes, like, it's bad to feed kids. The collective, it's bad to feed kids? What? So that they can get a good education, so their minds can focus. It's somehow bad. But nobody says anything about tax subsidies. Do y'all understand? Do y'all understand? While you bitch, moan, and complain about food stamps, TANF, welfare, Medicaid, Medicare, your money goes to tax subsidies for companies that make record profits. In your check every year, you pay about $36 into welfare. About $36. You spend about 4,000 in tax subsidies for corporations. Don't hear none of y'all bitching about that. You want the 10 Commandments in schools, but not free food for the kids. Make that make sense. We want more Jesus in school, but we don't want free food, something Jesus actually did. Feeding a multitude with like 4 fish and some bread. So this is what I mean, because I got to end this show. I got to end this show here in about 10 minutes. I got my doctor's appointment. But this is what I mean. Tonight's debate should not be one of those things where you're still on the fence. If you're still on the fence, that means you're not doing your end. You're not holding up your end of the bargain, meaning you're supposed to be educated about these things. Not making dumbass videos about what she done, what this, that, and the third. You should already know this by now. Stop wanting stop wanting these candidates to spoon feed some shit to your stupid ass. Do your job. And stop acting like the federal government is the greatest enemy is going on in the federal government that you do not like. You can say something about it. You can say something. We could have all collectively stood up and said that the government telling women what to do with their bodies it goes too far. And we demand that it be fixed. I don't give a damn what the Supreme Court said. I don't give a shit. They work for us too. Like, I don't care. It should have been something the collective of Americans said and did. It's your damn fault. They are your employee. They're applying for a job. But once they give you their resume, it's your damn decision. So get to know the person that you're trying to vote for. Stop voting for superficial shit. Stop it. Get some help. Get your ass up off the damn. I want to see people acting as though these politicians are just like your favorite football player. If you know the stats for your favorite running back, bitch, you should know the stats for the person your ass is about to vote for. You should. There's a guy on TikTok that did a video on Trump's tax plan versus Kamala Harris's tax plan. Y'all should find that video. Y'all should study that video. Y'all should take notes about that video. And then you should have your ass ready to listen and be ready to vote. Not just the president, but your state senators, U.S. senators. Did you know all 435 seats in the United States House of Representatives are up for grabs. Your ass should know who you are voting for, and you should know what their stances are on shit are. If all you know is the Second Amendment, you're a piece of shit. You are. You should know all the amendments. And you should also want to have those things put in with responsibilities. Because you are responsible with even with all those amendments, you are still responsible to the people in the country that you live. You should want no regulations on any part of a person's life, whether it's your guns or her vagina. Oh, well, I got the flu, I guess I'll just die. What the hell is wrong with you? You would do everything in your power to get healed. Fall off. You should want business to hold itself accountable, for you to hold it accountable, for the government to hold it accountable, because again, it is a triangle. And if one side is acting up, you have an arch. Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you? Stop acting like this shit's supposed to be fixed simply because you're not paying attention to it. It's just supposed to happen. Bitch, make it happen. Make it happen. Y'all need to stop. Most ridiculous shit I've ever heard in my life. Y'all don't do nothing. Y'all think the government's effed up, so you don't do nothing. But then when something does happen and you need that government, if they don't do it the way you want them to do it, now you're mad. Bitch, you can't have it both ways. Bitch, you cannot have it both ways. You want the government to help? Then get in there and get them helping. You pay taxes? You pay taxes? You should be calling, hey, why did the regulations on this, that, and the third, why did y'all drop that? How did you learn? I read, I studied, I found out. Do you know how many people that affects? We need to fix this. I'm going to a city council meeting. Hey, did you know they took the regulations off of this, that, and the third, and this affects all the people in this town? Well, I'm mad. Well, yes. Now we need to do something about it. Stop sitting your simple asses down, hands on your, sitting on your hands with duct tape over your mouth, being afraid and upset because the government ain't doing what you expect it to do, because the government don't give a shit about you because you don't give a shit about them. So when you're watching this debate tonight, stop watching it as a fan. Watch it as an employer. Listen to the answers. Think about your life, your neighbor's life, your neighborhood's life, your community's life, your city, your state. Listen. Listen for it. And if those answers sound like ass, then you know you cannot vote for that man or that woman. You know this. If you listen with bias, you're going to get your biases rewarded. But if you listen as an employer, you will get the answers you need to make the decision that is best for your family, your community, your city, your state, and the nation. But if your lazy, apathetic ass is just gonna sit here, write them both off, or I'm voting because of superficial shit, do not be surprised when shit breaks. Do not be surprised when shit is not working. Damn. Do your job. You apathetic, lazy sons of bitches, do your job. You can't tell the government to do their job if you ain't gonna do yours. Come on, man. Let me get my black ass out of here. If you like what I'm doing here, consider being a Patreon. And patreon.com/Thomas the Villain Bishop. As little as $3 a month, keep the lights on. Keep the barn heated, whatever, right? Patreon.com/Thomas the Villain Bishop. Hey, I have some clothing. It is very good quality. It's great looking. Go to Mel Excellence, MEL Excellence.com. That is the website for Melanated Excellence. Clothing that just makes you feel strong, powerful, smart, loved, and beyond reproach. MelExcellence.com. This show has been brought to you in part by Glitterwix. Go to Glitterwix.com. They have candle scents and merchandise based on some of your favorite content creators everywhere. London and the crew does a great job. Glitterwix.com, the official candle of Ghost Claw Productions Radio. I have got to get my black ass out of here and go to the doctor because I feel like ass. I feel like pure D ass. But I will not end any show without telling you what we say every single solitary day. May your day be as sweet as the coffee in your cup. I love you guys. I think you guys are fantastic. Thank you for just putting up with my silly ass every morning. Hopefully I feel better by the time I come back, but if not, I'm still going to push through because we do have to talk about the debate tomorrow. Also, tonight, there will be a pre-presidential debate roundtable on GCPR and Ghost Claw Productions Radio featuring Jeff Kennedy, myself, T. Nathan, Dr. Ben Dodd Arrow, and a couple, maybe one or two more special guests. We will talk about what to expect in the first presidential debate between Donald Trump and Kamala Harris. So check it out on gcpr.live, and we might actually be live streaming it on YouTube. Nobody really knows. We'll figure it out when it happens. But it will be GCPR presents the presidential debate pre-show. I love you guys. I will see y'all tomorrow. Be safe. Yeah, I'm out of here. This has been The Sound of Coffee with Thomas the Villain Bishop. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for listening. I will see you all in the morning. Have a great